Of course I'd kill them all. What the hell else could I do?
This is the story of a man who had it all: money, power, a surname that opened any door in New York. But behind the facade of success, Alexander Blackwell III hid a dark secret that would be revealed in the most unexpected way possible.
An accidentally recorded confession, 3 mysterious deaths, and the fall of an empire built on silence and money. New York, 1968. The Blackwell name wasn't just a surname, it was an institution, a promise of power that spanned 3 generations. Alexander Blackwell Sr. built a real estate empire from scratch. His son, Alexander Jr., multiplied that fortune. And in October 1968, the heir to this dynasty was born, Alexander Blackwell III. At 8 years old, Alex was found in Central Park with a sick cat on his lap. He's suffering. When she was 12, a classmate disappeared during a field trip. She was found 3 days later, traumatized and without memory. Alex was the last person to see her conscious. But the Blackwells had something more powerful than any investigation: expensive lawyers, strategic donations, and influence in the right places. Questions disappeared as quickly as they arose.
In 1994, Alex seemed to have found his place. He had graduated from Columbia Law School, taken over the family empire, and was married to Isabella Chen, a brilliant surgeon who lit up any room.
People judge Alex because he has money. They think he should act a certain way. But he's simply misunderstood. Isabella saw something in Alex that others didn't. Or maybe she chose not to see it. December 7th, 1999. An ordinary Tuesday. Isabella went for her morning run in Central Park, as she did every Tuesday and Thursday. She never returned home. Only her favorite sneakers were found, abandoned near the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. She is my life. I need to find her. Please, if anyone knows anything. Alex offered $1 million reward. He seemed desperate. But there was a problem. He had a perfect alibi. He was at a business conference at the Plaza Hotel with dozens of witnesses, including the mayor. The cameras confirmed it. Isabella had entered the park alone. Alex was miles away. There was no evidence of foul play.
Isabella Chen's body was never found.
David Morrison was Alex's best friend since their Columbia days. Loyal, honest, and inconveniently observant.
David Morrison was Alex's best friend since their Columbia days. Loyal, honest, and inconveniently observant. David knew things no one else knew. He remembered the night Alex returned to the dorm with blood on his hands, mumbling about an accident. The nighttime trips to the Hudson River with heavy bags. The strange phone calls in the middle of the night. After Isabella disappeared, David began asking questions. Discreetly at first, then more insistently. The wallet was empty. The apartment had been ransacked. But something didn't make sense. Laptop untouched, flat screen TV left behind, $2,000 in hidden cash not taken. What was really missing were David's diaries, a hard drive with personal files, and a shoebox that his sister swore contained old letters about Alex. Alex was in New York the night he died. Dozens of people confirmed it. But 3 days earlier, records of a private flight to Houston, a rental car, 48 hours without a trace. After David's death, Alex did something extraordinary for a billionaire. He disappeared. Wigs, fake glasses, made-up names. Robert Simons in Louisiana,
Michael Douglas in Texas, James Peterson in Florida.
My client was suffering from severe anxiety after losing his wife and best friend. The media pressure was unbearable, but the truth was darker. Alex was obsessed. He saw detectives on every corner, journalists in every cafe, and he wasn't entirely wrong.
2003, Shreveport, Louisiana. Living as Robert Simons, Alex made the mistake that would ultimately land him behind bars. A trivial argument with a neighbor about noise, a moment of uncontrolled rage, and for the first time, Alex killed without planning.
He dismembered the body and threw the pieces into the bay. But he forgot the head. An amateurish mistake that such a meticulous man should never have made. For the first time, Alexander Blackwell III was arrested for murder. The trial was an international sensation. A billionaire admitted to dismembering a man, but claimed self-defense. My client was not in his right mind, traumatized by the disappearance of his wife, living in constant terror. He reacted when he felt threatened. Specialists paraded. Diagnoses were presented: post-traumatic stress disorder, dissociative state, extreme panic. And it worked. Alex was acquitted of murder. He was convicted only of desecration of a corpse and illegal possession of a firearm. With bail posted and good behavior, he was free. The best lawyers money could buy had done their job. 2014, filmmaker James Fisher approached Alex with an irresistible proposition. Let the public see who you really are, not the monster the media created, but the real man. What Alex didn't know was that Fisher wore microphones that remained on even when the cameras were off. The last week of filming, a hotel in New Orleans, Alex was using the lapel microphone during a bathroom break. The cameras were off. The crew was outside, but the audio continued to record. They'll never believe it was true self-defense. How Isabella just fell. How David was getting too curious, asking too many questions. They think they know. They think they can judge me, but they don't know what it's like to carry this name, these expectations. Of course I killed them all. What the hell else was I supposed to do? Isabella wanted a divorce. David was threatening to go to the police. That idiot in Shreveport. I had no choice. I never had a choice.
March 2015, the Blackwell confession premiered and caused an earthquake. His lawyers fought. They argued inadmissibility. They claimed it was staged, but it was too late. Their lawyers fought. They argued inadmissibility. They claimed it was staged, but it was too late. The confession opened all the doors. New DNA analysis, phone records reevaluated. Witnesses finally felt safe to speak. Alexander Blackwell III, you have been found guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of second-degree murder. I hereby sentence you to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The billionaire heir, the man who believed himself above consequence, would finally face justice. Blackwell Tower still dominates the Manhattan skyline, but now it's just a building. The name no longer carries the weight it once did. Isabella Chen would have been 51 today. David Morrison, 52. Their neighbor in Shreveport left behind 2 children. Alex Blackwell is serving his sentence in Attica. Sometimes, the guards say, he still glances at his reflection in the metal surfaces. But now, he remains silent. In the end,
It wasn't brilliant detectives or ruthless prosecutors who captured Alexander Blackwell III. It was his own arrogance, the unshakable certainty that he was smarter than everyone else, that his money protected him from everything.
In the end, it wasn't brilliant detectives or ruthless prosecutors who caught Alexander Blackwell III. It was his own arrogance, the unshakable certainty that he was smarter than everyone else, that his money protected him from everything. It was a forgotten microphone, and a man who couldn't stop talking to himself.
Because, in the end, some words can't be bought back, not even with billions of dollars.